I tried to become a millionaire in Minecraft, but it didn't go so well. I gambled almost all of my money, my business went bankrupt, I got scammed, and I tried to sell a property. So I logged into the server and I started from scratch. Then I found a nice place to settle down and I claimed it. Then shortly after I started building my base. After a while I kinda finished my base, but it still needed some work. But now I could start making money. So I decided to go mine for some resources, and yes, I am digging straight down. After mining I only found iron, which I turned into tools. Then, while chilling on my base, I saw an advertisement for a casino and I decided to try and win some money. So I paid the guy $500 twice because the minimum bet was $1,000. If no flowers pop up, I can lose half of my money. And so I was waiting super nervously, and we got a flower. So that means we get to keep our money, but we don't win anything. He did give us our money back, which was good. So when I got back, I decided I was gonna make a shop. And I decided to make a birch shop since there was a birch forest around my house. I decided to add a little bit of detail, but it still ended up being a trash shop. It also took a while for me to learn how to use one of these shops. And yeah, so I spent a long time trying to figure out how to do this. Eventually, I kind of set up the shop. I still didn't know if it was actually gonna work. And so I advertised the shop in the chat and hoped some players would come and visit it. To my surprise, a lot more players than I expected actually came. Yeah, I don't think the chest shop was working. They didn't buy anything and they were trying to, so I guess I failed. After a while, they all gave up and just left, except this one girl. So she told me that the chest shop wasn't working because I had disabled chests on my claim, so I thought she was being nice and I enabled the chests. Little did I know that that made her access the chest and not the shop, and so she decided to take all the birch without paying. So I thought she was being nice and helping me, but in the end she just ended up scamming me. She just looked at me and left. I was really so confused because I hadn't seen any money come into my account and the birch was gone. So I was very confused until I realized that she had scammed me and then she was gone. So I was mad and I decided to take away everything in the shop and just make a casino, and I called it the Cave Casino, which I thought would make it a little bit more unique. And so I advertised the casino and nobody showed up. Until this guy came around. I was hoping he would place a bet or something, but I guess he just read the signs and decided to leave. And so I tried advertising the casino again to see if more people would show up, and this time, yeah, a couple of people showed up. But they didn't seem to be interested in placing any bets, so they just stood around there. Some left, some stared at me, so I didn't know what to do. All of them ended up leaving, so I guess the casino didn't work. At this point, I failed to make a shop and a casino, so I decided to take my sadness into another casino and hopefully win some money. Little did I know this was the worst decision I have made so far. So I paid the guy $500, which was almost half my money, to see if I could win. I was hoping I could double this into $1,000, and I failed. I lost half my money. I was so sad that I decided to go to a zoo. Yes, there's a zoo in this server for some reason, and it was actually pretty cool. I also tipped the owner $10 since it was a free zoo. It was a really nice zoo, and it even had this underwater tunnel, which was pretty nice. After the zoo, I got back to that grind, and I decided to mine some redstone and sell it, which recovered the money I had lost from the casino. I've seen people sell houses in this server, so I decided, well, why don't I try it? I have nothing to lose. And so I claimed this nice spot and started building. So I decided I was gonna build a 5-story tower because I thought that was more creative than a house and it would probably sell better. And like for an hour, I just build, got resources and build. That was it. It was coming out pretty great. I wanted some extra money and I researched that soul sand actually sold for a lot of money. So I decided to sell a couple stacks of soul sand. I also got tired of smelting glass, so I decided to invest the money from the soul sand to 64 glasses. Well, that stack did almost nothing. I still needed a lot more glass. After a long time of building, I was down to my last pieces of glass. Oh, and I also decided to add like this cool terrace with a diving board, which might add some value. But finally, I placed my last piece of glass and my building was finished. I decided to price it at 50k since I really didn't know what to price it as, and to see if people would actually buy it. I waited for it to become day so my tower would look even better. So when it became day, I started advertising, and I did my first advertisement and one customer showed up, which was good. So he saw the sign, and then he just looked at me and looked at the tower and looked at me and looked at the tower. I was really confused. I didn't know what to do, so I just kept looking at him and looking at the tower. He went to the ocean for some reason, and I threw him a sign so he could speak or make a deal or an offer. And what he wrote was 50k? And I just responded with, yes, sir. So he looked at the sign and then he disappeared. After whatever that was, I decided to cut the price by half to 25k to see if someone would actually buy it. This time, two customers actually came, and I had really high hopes. So I gave this one guy a sign and he made an offer 10k. And since I was so desperate to sell this thing, I was okay. He wanted me to pay first, which I told him I was not gonna do since I had gotten scammed. And then he claimed the land around my building, which I was thinking, oh no, I got scammed again. So I came back as fast as possible and he was still there. So we decided that he was gonna pay me half first, and then I was gonna give him the property, and then he would give me the rest of the money. So he actually did give me the money, so I transferred the claim to him. When I got back, I noticed that he had actually given me the 10k, so I didn't get scammed. So I tried becoming a millionaire, but it was really hard, and I only got 10k out of it, so yeah. Becoming a millionaire isn't that easy.